Propel Fitness Water. With Gatorade electrolytes, zero sugar, and vitamins, Propel hydrates better than water to help you get the most out of your workout and get back to your best self. What propels you? Propel with Gatorade electrolytes.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries, now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach, a trip to the state fair, and a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Everybody, welcome to episode 501 of Coach Unplugged. Very excited. I'm going to keep this short. I decided to kind of go a different angle. I'm going to talk about my favorite things. I'm going to mention a couple of them. And then what I've done is I've kind of put a link down below of kind of my favorite books, my favorite basketball stuff, my favorite, things that you're looking for that special someone or for yourself. So obviously books are a big thing, some basketball gifts, but some of my favorite things that I think everyone needs. So I'm going to talk about a couple of them, and then I'll just put a link down below. I'm sure I'll share this in a bit, but I'm going to try to do a subset of these are my favorite things. I also, if you go over to teachhoops.com, I have my favorite. I'm going to try to repost this. I have my favorite basketball movies. So that would definitely go onto this list. I won't spoil it for you which is my favorite one. But so my favorite book, there's lots of great books that I've read recently. I'm going to tell you a couple of them, good to great. From a stats standpoint, what's the difference between good to great? I read that one in this recent year. I reread Grit, which I think is a great one to talk about, talking, about the passion and perseverance. And then I read another one recently. Well, there's two of them. I read 3 Things Successful People Do by John Maxwell, which is an awesome book. I read Practice Perfect, and then Everyone Hates a Ball Hog, but They All Love a Score. I think those were ones that I've read recently that I found really, kind of spoke to me in different ways. They all spoke to me in different things. I think before that I read a Tony Dungy book, The Soul of a Team. There are so many. Audible's a great thing. I don't necessarily sit down and read them like I used to, but those would be my favorite books. Probably the ones I've read the most recent that kind of somehow spoke to me a little bit. Obviously, Jay Billis' Toughness and all those other things have. I've read over time. Couple basketball gifts that are unique that I found. One was basically a coffee table that's a rim, and then on top of it's glass. I love that. They come in tables and they come in that. I haven't gotten around to buying the POC socket and those kind of things for my phones. One funny favorites that was actually got used a lot at our house this summer was, and I have lights going on our backyard court was a glow-in-the-dark basketball. Just kind of fun at especially even at the older ages to kind of do those kind of fun things. But my favorite thing for the year has been the basic things. I bought it. I tried to go really back to basics, both in how I practice plan, both in how the books I read, both in how even going and just using a plain whiteboard rather than one with magnets. Some of those things that I've just kind of circled back on. But it's Black Friday. I'm sure you want to get a shopping. So I'm going to make this one short. Next week we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programs. But a couple things, if you could go and leave a review, we would love those. We sure do love those. It's Black Friday. If you email me on Black Friday, I will get you a deal. I'll get you the best deal that we've offered in the last 6 months. If you email me at steve@teachhoops.com, I will get you the best offer that we've had in the last 6 months. But you got to email me to get that. I'm not going to put a link. I'm not going to do anything like that. You got to email me at steve@teachhoops.com, and I'll find you the best offer discount that we've had on teachhoops.com in the last 6 months. Probably the last year if you're really nice, because it's Black Friday. So enjoy the day. Don't eat too much. I know we have a game tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. Probably shouldn't be doing a podcast. I should be watching film on Destiny, which is our first opponent. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come and say, hope you had a great Thanksgiving and have a great Black Friday, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.